So, good morning. I'm Unutan Ruhaynadi. So, yung topic namin is somatic symptoms and dissociative disorders. So, I will first discuss the somatic symptoms disorder. So, what is somatic symptoms? Somatic symptom disorder or SSD is characterized by an extreme focus on physical symptoms such as pain or fatigue that causes major emotional distress and problem functions. So, yung mga taong nakakaranas nito, they focus on physical symptoms such as pain, weakness, and shortness of breath. Nadi-distress din sila kakaisip and concerns symptoms na meron sila. Diagnostic criteria. Criteria A. One or more somatic symptoms that are distressing or result in significant disruption of daily life. Yun nga, nakaka-disrupt talaga siya sa daily life kasi kulang sila sa tulog, walang ganang kumain at nanghihina. Feeling nila lagi silang pagod. Criteria B. Excessive thoughts, feelings, or behaviors related to the somatic symptoms or associated health concerns as manifested by at least one of the following. So, yung excessive thoughts, feelings, and behavior na concern sa health. First, disproportionate and persistent thoughts about the seriousness of one's symptoms. Yung thoughts nila is lumalawak like baka cancer na to, like heart disease, parang naghihinala na sila sa sintomas na meron sila. Second, persistently high level of anxiety about health or symptoms. So, yun nga, tumataas yung level ng anxiety nila because kakaisip nila or kakaspend nila ng time kakaisip sa symptoms na meron sila. Kakaroon sila ng pagtaas na anxiety. Excuse me. Third, excessive time and energy devoted to these symptoms or health concerns. So, yun nga, inilalaan na nila yung oras at energy nila sa symptoms at health concerns na meron sila. Napababayaan na nila yung sarili nila dahil sa pag-isip ng kung ano-ano. Naisip nila na, yun nga, health concerns na baka malala na to, baka iba na to. So, criteria C. Although anyone somatic symptom may not be continuously present, the state of being symptomatic is persistent, typically more than 6 months. So, yung symptoms niya is, hindi talaga siya laging present, pero hindi rin siya nawawala. Parang pabalik-balik lang. So, sign and symptoms. Specific sensation such as pain or shortness of breath or more general symptoms such as fatigue or weakness. So, specific talaga yung pain, shortness of breath, at yung panghihina. Unrelated to any medical cause that can be identified or related to a medical condition such as cancer or heart disease but more significant than what usually is expected. So, hindi siya related sa medical or condition like cancer or heart disease but more significantly, meron siya na hindi siya usually expected. So, hindi talaga a single symptom, multiple symptoms, or varying symptoms. Mild, moderate, or severe. So, causes. First, prior experiences with illness. So, yung may nakaranas na ng sakit, yung may makaranas ng sakit noon or pwede rin siyang maging cause ng symptoms. Pwede rin nakuha mo siya sa family genes. Ganon. Second, negative effect. So, pag-iisip ng negative or how you identify and perceive illness and bodily symptoms. Third, learned behavior. So, the attention and benefits na nakuha mo from having an illness in response, iwasan mo yung activities or gawain na can increase your level of disability. Alexithymia. Difficult to identify and describe emotions. Di mo maintindihan yung nararamdaman mo. Di mo ma-identify kung anong symptoms meron ka. So, treatment. Cognitive behavioral treatment. ito yung talk therapy, hindi involved ang medical. Example, first, relaxation training. So, yung relaxation training, example ito is yung yoga, repetitive prayer, breath focus na pwede ka talagang ma-relax. Validation that the pain is real. So, acceptance is the key. Kailangan matanggap mo that the pain is real. Kailangan alalahanin mo or remember the yung nakaraan mo na nag-cause talaga ng symptoms, nag-cause ng symptoms na karoon ka ng SSD. So, dapat accept mo yun na totoo talaga siya. Daily activities. Pinakamaganda dito is exercise, create daily routine, and manage your stress and anxiety. Cognitive restructuring, no pain behaviors. So, yung pag-iisip ng mga bagay na hindi nakaka-stress, when used for stress management, the goal is to replace stress producing with more balanced thoughts na hindi nakaka-stress. Second is mindfulness-based therapy. A modified form of cognitive therapy that incorporates mindfulness practices that include present moment awareness, meditation, and breathing exercises. So, yung mindfulness, ito yung combination ng cognitive behavioral therapy and meditation. Excuse me. To teach people to pay attention to their thoughts, meditation. So, attention to their thoughts, feelings without any judgment. Pandem. Hinahayaan mo ang client mo na ilabas lahat ng emotions niya nang hindi mo siya hinuhusgan. That's called mindfulness. So, that's all po. Thank you. And next po is Dissociative by Roldan Melimuel. Thank you po.